Hey, family. Welcome. This is Elevated Engineering, and I'm your host, the Elevated Engineer. Let's get right into it. So, first of all, we've had a busy week. I want to talk about work a little bit later. That would be that video of the button of unity that I uploaded a little later, but I'll get back into that later. Well, first of all, I just wanted to start off the show by formally apologizing to any of the women's DMs I have happened to slide into in 2020. I am here to say that I would not be sliding in any more DMs. However, in 2020, however, I wanted to start off this episode by straight up saying that I don't think it's guys' fault, and I think we are getting blamed a lot for doing what we've naturally done, and chief amongst those is just really simping for women. Just keep it real. Every guy's been a simp at least one time in his life. And sometimes, you know what I'm saying, at 2 o'clock in the morning, you can't sleep. You're sliding through DMTL, IGTLs. And I mean, God damn it, what am I supposed to do? But I wanted to give you proof. So let's go ahead and get started on some hardcore research that we're going to be doing today on why guys are sliding into DMs and the reality of being a man in 2020. So I created a little presentation. Yes? Okay. Ooh, God, you see all that? You see all that? Listen, I obtained all these pictures, and you can't see any of who their names are, but I obtained all these pictures I'm just sliding through my personal TL. And for the record, about a month ago, I unfollowed all the IG thoughts because I'm like, no, I'm changing my life. I want to be a good example. I can't be following all these IG thoughts because they're not real. It's a whole perception. So I just I thought it was important to highlight just being a man in 2020, what you have to deal with. And for the record, 2 out of 3 of these pictures are just like regular, quote unquote, women. And the crazy thing about it is the fact that regular women are so obsessed with how they look in the superficial on IG, on Facebook, on Tinder, and on these other whatever, TikTok now, whatever, Snapchat, all these things. You just get to see how ridiculous it is. And honestly, I might actually do a show about that because I had a Tinder experience maybe a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, when I was still doing it. I was getting a lot of play from a lot of different like girls, but it got to the point where they were so like in their own reality that I couldn't do it. Like I couldn't do it. Like, oh my God. But as a matter of fact, because y'all don't believe me, I am gonna go on my Instagram timeline and I am going to show you all exactly what I see. Okay? So for the record, I got Instagram open already. Right? And if her name is still in there in the video when I put this up, I'm just gonna edit it and blur it out so people won't be able to see her name. But yeah, so let's go. All right, now this is my timeline, right? And definitely, ladies, I will definitely blur out your names. So please don't kill me after this. Okay. So just going up and down my timeline. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go through the search. Look at this. Look, look at this. You're a little strong, but still, look at this. Look. And you know, once the algorithm kicks in, you ain't gonna see nothing but ass going down your timeline. Look at this. Look. Just look at this. 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm supposed to be looking at this and not sliding in her DMs. Are you insane? Come on. Wait for the algorithm to catch up. Look at this. Look at this. Come on. Oh my gosh. There's that same picture. I see it again. Look. Look at this. I'm not supposed to slide in those DMs. I don't even know if that's what she looks like, but at 2 o'clock in the morning, it's ridiculous. Let's do one more. Look at this. This ain't even real. Who knows if that's what she looks like? So that's my point. Are we really gonna blame like guys for being guys and seeing women that they're attracted to and just like, you know what? We on quarantine. We on quarantine. So think about it. And that's another show I want to do on too. Again, I gotta have a woman, so or women that I gotta have their opinions, or else I'm not gonna do the show. So I need women to come on my show. I'll do it on Zoom. I'll do it on in person. It don't really matter to me, but I gotta have them about these types of subjects. Like, do you understand how social media, how you are viewed by the world through your social media, through your IG or whatever? And that's all I wanted to look at that, because it's so ridiculous. Like, I see all the times, but like, you know, the thotties a screenshot. And I know I got a few thotties who screenshotted mine. I'm not doing it anymore. But I know I got a few thotties that screenshotted mine. Then they'll blast it. You see it happening to like the NBA players or whoever is all the time. It's insane. So that's what we have to deal with. Okay, so moving on into our next topic, which I thought was important. The reason I started this was I wanted to know how people really felt about guys getting punched for just being horny. So next topic would be, do people see this story? Solicitation charges dropped against Patriots owner Robert Kraft. So that brings me to my topic. Should men go to jail for being horny? Look, I'm not saying what he did was right. What I am saying is, and we are going to read this story, so don't get it twisted. What I'm not saying is what he did was right, but and I'm definitely not, gonna be siding with any kind of Patriots. I mean, let's keep it real. But then the man's wife died, okay, and he's old as shit. Let's read it though, because I don't want to. This is according to the Hill. Okay, so state prosecutors in Florida dropped 2 solicitation of prostitution charges against New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft on Thursday. Okay, Kraft was one of dozens charged in relation to a prostitution and human trafficking investigation at the Orchids. What the hell is that? At the Orchids of Asia Day Spa in Jupiter, Florida last year. Although there was probable cause to make an arrest, the evidence cannot prove all legally required elements of the crime alleged and is insufficient to support a criminal prosecution. State Attorney David Ehrenberg wrote in the court documents, according to CNN. So, okay. The charges were dropped after the state solicitor general will not seek a second appeal in the case after a lower court decision to throw out evidence related to Kraft's involvement. Kraft's legal team challenged the validity of the search warrant that allowed authorities to install hidden cameras inside the spa. That shit was a setup. You remember Mary, bitch, you set me up. Bitch, you set me up. They'll get you, man. Anyways, a Palm Beach County judge agreed last year to suppress the video, which is the main piece of the evidence pinning him to the crime. So you can pay to get your video suppressed. Hey, why not? The type of law enforcement surveillance utilized in these cases is extreme. The appellate court ruling said, CNN reported, while there will be situations which may warrant the use of techniques at issue, the strict Fourth Amendment safeguards develop, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so you get the point. You get the point. Like, my man Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, he is a freaking billionaire. So when you're a billionaire, I mean, also, like we're talking about Robert Kraft, let's look it up because I believe his wife passed away. Robert, and I'm gonna make sure before I say something be inappropriate. Robert Kraft. So she passed away in 2011, right? Has he even seen like some like younger girls and stuff too? Hey man, listen, that's you gonna get mad at the man for being married from, look at this, 1963 to 2011. She passes away. He trying to get some pussy. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Come on, man. What are we talking about? Let me get into the point. I mean, okay, it's one thing if this is like some minor pedo type nonsense, then yeah, you can definitely get all the way the fuck out of here with that shit. Yeah, definitely. But I mean, what was he at, an Asian massage parlor? Like, that was a setup. And come on, man, there's an investigation. Y'all got murderers in the NFL. Fuck out of here. So I just think that it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that in 2020, I mean, look at Robert Kraft. He's not, look at this fucking guy. What are we talking about? Is this guy attractive? Like, is this guy doesn't probably need to pay for pussy? Like, come on. If Robert Kraft walked inside of a restaurant, nobody would know who the fuck he is. If Tom Brady walks inside the restaurant, it's chaos. Like, what are we talking about? So I'm not mad. You know, he gonna get what he get, which is nothing, really. But should this even be a thing? Should I be talking about this? Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. But leave a comment. Should I be talking about fuck shit like this? Or should I be talking about, like, Meg the fucking Stallion and goddamn Tory Lanez again? Because I already talked about that. Should I be talking about that crap? Look, nobody over 40 who's watching my videos know who the hell Meg the Stallion, Tory, whatever it is. So, you know, is this the shit like people are interested in? Because this is the only type of shit I hear like niggas talking about. Niggas. You know what I mean? Like, this is the type of shit that like motherfuckers want to see. I just think it's interesting. Don't get me wrong, and I'm not some bougie ass. I mean, hey, listen, I'm keeping it a buck. We all love the nigga shit. Do we not? Do we not love the nigga shit? So yeah, we definitely do talk about this type of stuff, and I think it's important to look at it from a different perspective, which is why I want to get more women to contribute. But am I being like, you know, am I being facetious? Am I making this, you know, a smaller thing than what it is? Should we really care about the morality of some rich billionaire guy who's on his way out. I mean, it just doesn't. It doesn't seem. I'm not gonna say fair because we're talking about a crime that was committed, but it just doesn't seem realistic to like be able to police this shit. And then look who our president is. Our president, shit, on record paying for Stormy Daniels. Fuck is you talking about? In the words of Rep. Fuck is you talking about? Like, what are we? Like, man, this shit crazy, man. So skipping past the Negro shit a little bit, I did want to look back at my first video that I put up. The reason I wanted to look at that, this is just a screen grab of it. This is Unity Basics, man. I appreciate it. We definitely took a lot of time doing it, but what I want to point out, you punk motherfuckers, you see this right here? 1 view. That video took me about 5 or 6 days to make. When I talk about fuck shit, I get a lot more views. When I talk about, you know, provocative stuff, I mean, I get it. It's coding. It's boring. It's hard. That's why I try to make it more interesting. But I am starting the series Unity Get On Code. If you know anything about the Black media, you know what Get On Code is. Obviously, it goes towards code, get on code. Okay, you get it. But that's one of the main purposes of this channel, man. As a matter of fact, I want to watch it now because I want people to see, while they come see this video, to see just what I'm working on my videos, because you get to see sort of the path that I am actually going on. Just give me a second, ladies and gents. I will pull this up for you. Keep in mind, there's gonna be another. Oh crap! I gotta tell you what. sorry, pain. Jimmy door and all this stuff. Give me a moment while I pull it up. So, without further ado, we're going to watch this video again because I really want people to see this. This is just the beginning.
Hello, everyone.
Enjoy.
Welcome to Elevated Engineering Unity Beginner Essentials. Today, we're going to be creating a button, and then our button is going to be doing some stuff. So let's get going. So first, we're going to create our button. We can do that easily by clicking on a hierarchy, selecting UI, and selecting button. Unity automatically creates a button for us, and it automatically creates a canvas, which is helpful. The best thing about this, though, is unfortunately you won't be able to tell just from the scene how we'll look at the game, but Unity makes it easy by just clicking game, and it shows you how our button is relative to our camera. I want to move us up a little more. Zoom out. Try to put the button in the center. Check the game. And you see that it's relatively centered. That's how you want to have it. Even when you play the game, you can tell that the button has already added features. For example, you can hover over the game already and you can see the effects. That's
keep in mind, we're not going to watch this whole thing because I know most people are going to be like, what the hell is this? I just wanted you guys to see just the first couple of minutes. Share with whoever you want.
Letting you know that the button is active. So next, we're going to create our button script.
So you all get the idea. I definitely don't want to bore my audience to death, but you see the point. You see what I'm kind of trying to do. These videos, I'm gonna be putting out one of these, working on putting out one of these at least once a week, as well as doing my Saturday show, which we are in right now. So yeah, that was just creating a button, entry-level Unity stuff. I'm gonna be in a process of, because I'm also working with clients, so I'm busy as hell, but I'm in a process of probably hiring maybe a part-time coder within the next 6 months to a year. So it's definitely not right around the corner. I don't want to get people's hopes up, but I will eventually need help. Because working with clients, doing my YouTube uploads, everything else I'm doing, and with being in grad school is a lot. It really is, but I love it. I really do. So I don't want to sit here and like bitch. But I do want to move on to the final topic of the day, which is a review, because I know I did this before, the realities of grad school. Now, this is like non-scripted. This is like, I'm not promoting any school, which I do love my school, but I'm not promoting any school, any particular discipline. I am going to give you my outlook for this week, really, of grad school so far. Okay. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be going into grad school and they probably don't know the realities of how goddamn busy you really are. So that's why I wanted to do this little segment, because people kind of need to know. So first and foremost, getting into school, you're going to realize that your teachers are going to hold you to a higher standard than they did when you were undergrad. I mean that they're going to treat you as if you are already experts on information on shit you don't even know. So the reality is that you're going to need to study a whole lot outside of the classroom. And that's what I have done. Man, I can tell you this, being in engineering school has definitely opened my eyes to what I can actually do. I'm telling you, like, no bullshit. A year ago when I was in school, like, one of my big things was I wanted to become a better engineer slash programmer, really. I really want to become a better programmer. And so far, I've definitely done it. But I'm telling you, like a year ago, I was starting again, because I mean, obviously I've coded a lot in the past, and I've coded some professionally. I've done DevOps. I did that for a little while, but really getting into the nitty gritty, like the basic principles of engineering, of coding, it definitely has changed me over the last year, which is really improved how I kind of not only just go about like engineering and coding and stuff, but how I go about my everyday life. Like you can see behind me, like I have the whiteboard updated on a definitely on a weekly basis, but more like on a 3 to 5 day period basis. I'm always updating not only my whiteboard, but also my calendar as well. So part of grad school, big part of grad school is the fact that you got to get on a certain type of schedule that works for you, and you got to stay consistent enough to be able to keep up with your schoolwork, keep up whatever career you're doing, and then keep up with your outside of school lifestyle, right? And outside of work lifestyle. So for me, you know, martial arts just keeps me focused. It keeps me disciplined a lot more than I would have had I not done it. And truth be told, I mean, it keeps me in shape like nothing else. Fighting keeps you in shape. Ain't nothing else that can get you in shape like getting into a fight and training to fight, going to battle, bro. 100. So being in grad school has really focused me on a number of different things. I think that when people go to grad school, especially again, engineering school, I've been to a non-engineering school, and now I'm in an engineering school for two different grad programs, both technical. One was information security, which was the first one. Now I'm doing electrical and computer engineering. They're both in technical fields, but they're both from a different aspect. So when you're a master's, you're going to be specifying in something, some field, whatever that may be. So that's what I really wanted to kind of hit on. Like people, not only in school, but grad school, and frankly beyond in your career, you got to stick to a schedule. You got to focus on what's important. Like prioritizing is definitely high on the list of how you get through grad school. If you don't learn how to prioritize, you're going to get torn apart. So hitting those deadlines. I mean, I think that's the whole point, but I carry that when I'm doing like getting contracts, when I'm hitting clients, like I carry how I work in school with how I do it in the real world. And it's been paying off so far. I've gotten this far. So I will say that if you're going to be going to grad school, just be serious about it. I mean, they're going to make sure you're serious before you get there anyway, but it's going to be on you to change it up. So with that being said, today's episode of Elevated Engineering has really opened my eyes on how I can get a lot of shit done. And that's what we're going to keep doing. We're going to keep building this platform. Check out my video on Unity Basics. I'm going to be uploading another video next week on Unity movement and character save options. This is let me be clear before I get going. I'm sorry I'm scratching my nose, but it itches because it's dirty. I mean, in the air is dirty here. So let me be clear when I'm talking about for Unity, when I'm talking about development for Unreal, I'm not talking about just fucking video games. Okay, that's cool. That's something I want to do. But if you don't know anything about VR and software engineering, you don't know where this field and how this shit is exploding, shut the fuck up. Like it. Motherfuckers should be, and I'm sorry for cursing, I gotta stop cursing, but you need to be focused on the real shit that's going on in the world, especially for black folk. My channel obviously is geared towards black men, brothers, but it's open to anybody. I will hope my message will be universal. I've gotten a lot of good information from a lot of other YouTubers. I mean, come on, like starting my own shit, like I gotten a lot of stuff from that. So my thing is, like, when people say, oh, the skills like that I'm teaching are important, particularly black folks, because we seem to be the only fucking ones that don't realize how important the technical skills is that I'm trying to teach you ungrateful motherfuckers. That's why I pointed that shit out and was like, yo, I got one view. Yeah, I got one view on the nigga shit or on the shit that you need, but the shit that's provocative, that I got more views on that, right? Come on. How many brothers is out there teaching this shit like that? Like seriously, how many dudes is out there teaching you how to develop and code in a way that you will understand it? You a young black dude, you don't need to sell drugs. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to put your body and mind through hell to play, to hope you get a fucking scholarship to a damn plantation school. And you're gonna be a football player. Hopefully you don't get hurt. Hopefully you can make it to the NFL, and hopefully you don't get fucked up on your way there. That's why I'm teaching you, motherfuckers, these skills. Women, you don't need to just listen to a man all the time. You with the tech skills, dudes like shout out to TD Hip Hop, his channel. He's getting people certifications, and he's teaching people like entry level stuff. I'm the next motherfucking step. After that, you come to me, I want you to build some stuff that's gonna change the world, or at least make you some money, some real money. You can start your own stuff. That's why that's why I'm passionate about this. That's why I'm in it now, because I want people to know, especially black folks, to know like these skills are there, bro. You don't need to spend 4 years on a degree if you don't want. Start learning these skills that I'm teaching you and start your own shit. Period. Fuck out of here. Everybody can teach you something, man. Everybody can teach you something. I can teach you motherfucking something. I'm sorry for cursing again, but damn it. Damn, there's people you should be listening to that are fucking experts in their fields. I know I'm going on a rant, but there are people you can listen to that are experts. I'm one of them. So watch those videos, man. I'm not even asking for money. If I ever asked for money, I would ask for investments, like rounds of investments. Shout out to Black Sands. I'm an investor on one of them. Shout out to them. The way they did their rounds of investors is how you're supposed to do it, black folks. Just go to Black Sands. I forget. Just Google Black Sands, and they'll see how you get invested, because they're a comic book animation like straight studio. I love to work with them, but that's how you. If I was to ever need to raise capital, I would do rounds of investments, and you would buy into my organization. Not, oh, let me take donations, and nah, bro. I'm good on that. I don't even want to get into that. That ain't where I'm at right now, and that's not where I want to be. I'm building a platform. I'm building some shit that motherfuckers is gonna use after I'm dead. Fuck out of here. That's why I'm here. So that's Elevated Engineering. I appreciate you. Like, share, subscribe. We are building a goddamn platform. That's it.